Great. Hi, everyone. Good evening. I hope we are all doing well.
Yeah,
Good. Um, it's really lovely to have you, Mark, on Noteworthy Days. And I'm very happy you gave me a chance. Because I remember the first day I came to you and I said, "Oh, I want you to have you on Noteworthy Days." Oh, oh, I don't do podcasts. And I remember very well. And I took it into prayer, and God finally answered my prayer. So yes, I have to give an offering at church. Anyway, Mark, can you tell us about yourself, and any fun facts about you?
okay. Um, my name is Mark, like you mentioned.
Mm,
Uh, Spells like the Mac on the
mm,
MacBook. Um, I've I'm a young man,
mm.
right? And navigating life like everybody else.
My young is relative. Oh.
That's why I use that word. Um, I've been I've been in the professional industry as a software developer for almost 15 years.
Wow.
This is my 15th year.
Wow.
Um, and I've been earning from computers or computer science more than that.
Wow.
Um, Typically, your average developer, your average everyday um, person, right?
Yeah.
And I've also been a happy person, always trying to get people to be happy. I don't like sadness.
Mm.
So
It's interesting.
uh,
How do you normally do that?
on the easy part is trying to be happy yourself, right? So
Okay.
that when people are around you, they don't go through their troubles. They pick your energy.
Mm.
That's one way I try to be that.
Okay.
The difficult part is when people are in pain and then you have to step up, right?
Mm.
I am an introvert, so it's very hard to do that. But once I feel there's an impact to make or there's a need to address, I stand up to the call. So it's been like that for me.
Mm.
Um, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I went to KNUST, did tech,
Mm.
finished 2011.
Okay.
Yes. So after that, I've been active in the tech space since.
Okay. Have you had like I know you are a code lead and a co-founder, but have you had
Hmm.
any work experience prior to you starting up your own company? And
Yes.
what's influenced you starting your own thing?
Okay. So the journey starts like this. Finished school, went into banking.
Hmm.
I was in Calbank.
Oh, okay.
I did a lot of um, support,
Hmm.
but instantly switched right to the banking app,
Okay.
supporting the banking app, and then doing. Um, so I was typically in almost every branch,
Oh, okay.
right? There was one central MIS office,
Okay.
but I had to touch base with almost every branch across the country every day, and on rare occasions travel across the country just to um, run support for the team.
Mm.
But the work was a bit um, routine for me,
Mm.
and I was a developer, but at the time, developers were not really hired in the banking
In
sector.
space. Oh, okay.
It was a bit more. There was a banking application that you had to learn, right? And before you would even get into that space, there are seniors ahead of you who are also
Waiting to
proving
teach
themselves,
you. Yeah.
you know. And I am the type of person who likes to solve problems.
Mm.
It's always been. So I try to find my way around
Mm.
issues, right? So banking became very mundane because I typically found ways around my tasks to finish early, right? And I felt like my time wasn't, or my I could do more, right?
Yeah.
Around that same time, I had friends joining companies like AWS, Google, like big, big, big software gigs, right? And I
Mm.
was challenged. This is around 2013. So I decided to quit banking. It was a good paying job actually
Mm.
for a lesser paying job in a tech developer field. So went into coding as a developer in that section. I had to learn a lot.
Mm.
Yeah, but I learned fast.
Okay.
So within the shortest possible time, it, it was also an easy gig because once you know your thing,
Mm.
um, let's call it grace. Grace allows you to be, um,
To be vocal about it.
yes,
I mean, for an introvert, um, it's surely grace, cause I mean,
how do you get the job even, right?
yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Fortunately, I actually applied for all my roles,
Okay.
um, and I actually got picked. I wasn't the type to lose an what do you call it? Losing a interview, right? So I didn't apply a lot, but the few times I applied,
You actually got it.
I yeah, I was able to get the jobs, right? So it's definitely grace, nothing else.
Mm.
I can't attribute it to my own efforts because I'm sure there are better people,
Yeah.
um, you know. But the industry wasn't kind at the time. It's not like now that there are a lot of developers. At that time, they didn't even know what to do with developers.
Mm.
But we managed. I got into Rankard, went from Rankard to SMSGH at the time,
Mm.
was through the transition to Haptel. Then it got clear to me, right? I needed to start something for myself
Yeah.
because I felt I was there. So from Haptel, I left to start my first um, startup. It was a fintech.
Oh, okay.
Uh, yeah, so ran typically for a year and a half, and then governments changed, policies changed, and it messed up a lot of our
Oh, so you're
solutions,
part
right?
of those people that got affected.
Oh yes,
Mm.
and the industry wasn't kind
So,
getting back.
yeah.
Yeah, it was a really rare time. Not long after that, COVID came,
Yeah.
so I went back into working for uh, Dolphin Telecom.
Okay.
It's it's a data network company in
Mm.
Ghana.
Okay.
Yeah. So went back into being hired after that was a very huge transition because you move from paying people back to someone paying you.
Yeah.
You really know what you have. But then I was proud in what I know. I was with what I do, so it was easy to fit in,
Okay.
right? And then again, back in the office, it felt very routine like. So I decided to leave and go back into um, full time like software development for all types of applications. Around that time, I started working with let me call it a company in Nigeria,
Okay.
um, Emergency Response Africa.
Okay.
So I am still their lead engineer for them,
Oh, okay.
um, running their operations from Nigeria, and it's just been one of the places where I learned how impact drives passion, right?
Mm,
Where you build solutions that are typically affecting lives every day,
yeah.
see that change in people's testimonies. Like if it was a church, like you'd be like the pastor in the church, because or the instrumentalists that plays for the pastor to prophesy. You see that
Exactly.
you feel like there's some grace be upon you because of
Upon you.
what you're doing, right?
Mm.
And
But
it makes
can we
things
hold on to that thought for a bit? Like
sure.
how does it make you feel like when the the systems you are building is actually making is leaving an impact in people's lives, and then is actually making a change in people's lives? How does
So
that make you feel? Because now I'm saying this because you get a lot of people saying that, oh, I want to build this, I want to build this, I want to build a software that does this. Typically everybody is in for the money, and so everybody wants to be a founder, but they are not ready to go through the journey. But for you, the main goal for you is to solve a problem, make an impact. So when you're able to do that, how does that make you feel? Like when you wake up in the morning, how?
so I live for that. I
Hmm.
actually wake up in the morning wanting to find where is the impact. I don't hate money.
Hmm.
Don't ever think to it. I actually build solutions that for people outsource solutions just to earn money.
Hmm.
But the works that I live with or the works that I have on my portfolios are works that I build to create impact.
Hmm.
I am I can typically wake up just to see what is happening, how it's working, and then just feel happy and go back to bed. Like this is it.
Yeah.
There's nothing like writing an application where someone would call through your application, get in touch with help
Hmm.
at the midnight, right? And then um, in the morning of the next day, you get to hear from the people that manage the application that we're able to take somebody in the midnight, a pregnant woman in the midnight to the hospital,
Hmm.
and she was able to deliver,
Yeah.
and she and the baby are fine.
Hmm.
And is it the technology that is it still IT? Is it like it's still software? You know, that's where my entire um, passion has always stemmed from. Even going into farming was to find an impact because um, I realized that people like we buy food like it was chicken. My first farming was poultry,
Hmm.
and we buy chicken and you don't even know where the chicken is coming from. A friend has started a restaurant, and we were just talking about how you don't even know if the chicken is good or is bad. And I was like, if we have the funds or we have the money, we should do rear our own chickens and sell it, or even use it for the restaurant, right? And see how different our food tastes from others.
Mm.
And the reception to the first batch was exceptional. I ran out of produce even before the chickens were ready.
Wow.
And the comments as to how it was different, it was nice, it tasted different from, like, that moved me to do it again,
Mm.
right? And then the second batch also ran out, and I didn't have enough like people running the same program as me, so couldn't find the excesses to give to, like, the excess supply was lost.
Yeah.
I know poultry farmers, but then people go like, no, we want the same type that you have. We want the same ones that you delivered to us before. And those things would hit me. How do we get this to be the same? How do we allow farming to taste the same regardless of where it's coming from? And that was how GoGrocery started as far back as then anyway. So,
Wow.
you know,
So you've answered my first question actually. I think I shouldn't have sent you the questions.
it's
Yes. Okay. So I really like the backstory. Um. Has there been challenges? How have you been able to? Um. I mean, you've shared some of them, but what are some of the things that have made you very resilient? Because every challenge is different. I mean, from losing your business because of regulations. I mean, you were working for someone. You wanted to start your own thing, and then now you have to go back to working for someone. All these things. How are you able to navigate through them? What are the things that kept you going through that period?
well, first thing is God.
Mm,
Um, there's no better motivation than knowing that God is there, right? Uh, he's been faithful.
mm,
I don't think that that's something anybody should um, take lightly, right?
yeah,
There's always that thing that you can do by yourself, but there's always the extra that you cannot do, or you have no impact,
mm,
right? And that's always the aspect where God comes in. The challenges come every day in, day out, but the ability to withstand it, that tenacity, right,
mm,
is nothing more than faith, trust,
yeah,
and then hope in God, right? Um, there's family support, there's friends, but there's even finances, right?
yeah.
Which comes in sometimes you get the money and then you feel like now I can take on
Mm.
the right?
Normally,
But
normally when I'm sick, I know it's because of money. When I get money, I'm healed.
we're all like that. We're all like that. When we see something is sad, it's it's money related most of the time. But the person who brings us the money is who gives us life so that we're able to make the money is God.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah,
So we can't take that out
yeah.
because if you have money, I recently lost a friend, right?
Mm,
This is someone who is very young, like me,
mm,
and family relies a lot on the person.
mm.
And you see this person wake up, get to work, and they slept and didn't wake up.
Wow.
Nobody knew what. it can the stress it has on the family now. You wonder what if this is me. So you I always wake up and thank God for life. It's a
Eye opener.
yeah. So yeah, God is number one. Next
Okay.
is always be ready to solve problems, right? I see everything that comes, every challenge as a problem to solve. I don't get overwhelmed with it.
Hmm.
So I can be so in my most stressed days are the days that I look very cool. I don't know how, but I try and absorb it all just to find okay, what is this problem? So people look at you, they think you're laid back, but in your head, you're trying to solve problems. You're trying to go beyond a task, right? So yeah, these two things are typically my process for getting beyond every setback.
Okay. So we'll come back to that, but we want to go into the farming space since that has been your big baby now, your
Mm-hmm.
latest baby now. um, in the report, I mean, you sent me a report. I went through the report,
Yes.
and I have another farmer on the platform, so I'm sure he can relate a lot to what you are saying. But how does it look like in real life for the farmers you work with um when they produce? It's been said that most of their produce is being left. It gets spoiled. Um, how has it been? Like, how has that experience been to see that the produce is being wasted, where there are so many opportunities to make this turn around?
Yeah.
Can you share some of your
So,
experiences? Yeah,
oh
with
yeah,
us?
yeah, yeah. I have. I was in the Volta region some
Okay.
time back. I went to a cocoa farm. It
Okay.
was a 150-acre cocoa farm. I never forget this experience because I wonder how we have such beautiful land, such exceptional produce, and 100 acres of that 150 acres was on farmable land. There's cocoa on it, but the cocoa is dead, it's dried up, it's black pods, and the caretakers are like, there's no way we can farm this place because to farm it means to cut them all down, burn them out, and then start the process all over again. And it's 100 acres of such. This is like one third of the entire
Okay.
what's the name? 2/3 of the entire farm.
Yeah.
And I watched that as even if it was planted, right? The number of tons of cocoa that would have been available from that farm just for that place would be exceptional. And with the 50 acres that is left, there is still cocoa that gets rotten on the trees because they are unable to harvest it, or some are just left. It's manpower is a problem, fertilizer is a problem. There are so many issues. There's so much, even with the so many issues, there's still harvest time and there's still excess when it comes to waste.
Wow.
And it's disheartening. Um, I from that place on our way back, we saw a garden egg farm, and it was a huge plantation, and they were harvesting, and they couldn't harvest it all. This all happened in a day.
Hmm.
Uh, the experience just broke me. I was like, how are you able to let all of this go to waste? The garden eggs I saw could feed half of Accra
Wow.
if they are even sharing it for free, right? The farmers are unable to harvest it all. they leave some, they rot. Worst case, what happens on pineapple farms? What happens on, and this is a similar story across board. It's not just one farmer. It's not just two.
Mm,
Every single person that is tilling the land
mm,
goes through excess when it comes to waste. They harvest, but if they do it if efficiently, right, the
mm,
harvest will be excess. But it just seems as if it's something that cannot be solved. But the problem to them is money. The first problem is always money.
mm,
The only way to solve that money problem is to help them sell what they have,
mm.
right? So I don't know if I've answered your question and I'm jumping into another question.
Oh, I mean, feel free. You said,
Okay.
yeah.
So the problem was easy to identify because it was
Mm,
a similar story everywhere.
yeah.
And the solution to it was outside the farming, making sure the farming process itself got good or got better,
Mm,
ensuring that the produce that comes out of the farming, right, is sold. And then the other side is people that are in between that selling process, always cheating on the farmers. You
mm,
would see a farmer, a poor farmer, and a rich supermarket owner, and
mm.
you're like, how are you able to get so
Exactly.
rich from this when the actual raw material is so cheap, right? And that's how unfair the market has been for farmers. No,
Wow.
it's
So you could say that that is actually contributing to the high prices and the inconsistent quality of food, especially here in Accra.
oh yes, I can bet my bank on that.
Hmm.
So when a farmer goes through the process and he wants to sell his produce, right? And whenever you walk to the farm and you ask them, how much is this? Today, as we sit here, the farmer will tell you, how much will you give me for it?
Oh.
They never really have an exact price for the product. They're always ready to negotiate it. When the price is bad, they know it's bad. But sometimes they'll take it anyways.
Yeah,
And
because it
and
goes
it's
bad.
always as they keep it, it will go bad. They don't have the storage places for it. They don't have anything to um, do with it after it has been harvested, right?
Mm,
And a similar thing, even if it's animals, right? Once it's animals, once they grow beyond a certain age, they become a cost to the farmer,
mm,
and they are not necessarily giving the farmer anything back because all he does is feed them, and then they stay the same, right?
yeah.
If he sells them off faster, he makes something. If they keep them, you have to feed them for 2 years, and animals will live as long as their lifespan.
Wow.
If they would,
Animal
they
sacrifice.
wouldn't, they wouldn't, they didn't call for you
To
to
rear
rear
them.
them.
Yeah.
So you also can't watch them die off, right?
Yeah.
So for animal farmers, they even spend even more making sure that the animals stay alive when they don't have the the means to
There's no
feed
means
them,
to feed them.
and then the processes to process and sell them, right? It becomes a burden for the
Mm,
farmers, and the middlemen in between add extras when it comes to the value. People will buy goods for like 800 cedis
mm.
in the and come and sell it to you for close to 2,000 cedis
Wow.
at the full price, and you're wondering, why don't I take a car to the north and buy the same
The
goods and come
same,
back?
yeah.
And that's how the households now are trying to live their lives. Why don't I go straight to the farmer
Yeah.
if I feel like I'm going to be ripped off? But the convenience of life will not allow you to, because you can't wake up and say you're leaving Accra to the
Try
north
to go to the north.
by
Yeah. Hmm.
yeah.
Yeah. That's. I don't know. My mood has changed actually, because I'm trying to put myself in their shoes. Um. Anyway. Okay. So how does Go Grocery come in? How are we
So
jumping?
this problem was a problem I typically found as disheartening, just as how you feel
Yeah.
hearing about it, right? And for the farmers, there's always that need to gain access to some form of market, right?
Mm.
People, when you want to go into farming and you ask any farmer for advice, I'm sure one of the first things they'll tell you is make sure you have a market ready
Mm.
before you go into the business, because selling your produce is always a hassle.
The hustle.
So Go Groceries coming in to solve two things. One is to gain ready market for
Mm.
farmers, right? Um, this ready market is not something that we are trying to, um, what do we call, exploit.
Yeah.
It's something that you're trading directly with the farmer,
Mm.
and the produce, the earnings there go straight into the farmer's pocket. The, the, for the farmer, what they get is access to market, and
Mm.
then access to keeping good records when it comes to their produce.
Okay.
A lot of the systems are broken when it comes to tracing produce from where it is sold, right?
Mm. Yeah.
It makes it difficult for even the households to accept everything that they would rather go to Makola and buy it and use it at home. But when a farmer tells them that, oh, I have this green pepper that I'm growing, they are wondering what type of water do you use to water your pepper, right? There's always this battle with, is the farmer doing it right? But I'll trust a ShopRite to give me the right product, right?
Yeah.
Meanwhile, ShopRite is there importing most of the produce, and the farmers are left unattended. So if we can get that farming process right and give that certification that whatever is coming from here, you can bank on it as healthy food from the
Mm.
farmers, right? The households would feel comfortable taking it from them. And
Okay.
then you give the farmers also, once you have that process done, then the market is also ready to absorb your produce, right?
Yeah.
And it looks distinct, but they always converge at a point.
Mm.
To learn from the farmer's practice, you have to teach and educate how to make it better, and also track the data that they bring to you. If a farmer
Mm.
is expecting yield on a certain period, it's people work better when they have information to plan with, right?
Yeah.
The the households will know that, okay, cauliflower season is coming, May, let's say April or May, so we can definitely prepare to eat some vegetable stews or something around that time, right? It informs people when they know the same information as what's happening. It's that convergence of information is what GoGosh is trying to do, where we have all the data from the farm, and we also have the market, and then even the data from the households, where we know that, okay, with this you can plan your meals in this certain way, right? And we started now. Hopefully, we would get to the point where we've solved all those problems. And
Yeah.
yeah,
Okay. Um, you know what came into my mind? I mean, there's a tech bit, but there are other factors to whatever is happening to the farmers right now. That is transporting of the produce to Accra. There. I mean, I know I've heard some stories like bad roads leading to the farms, um, the
There,
galamsey
there are a
coming
lot.
in, a lot of these things. Has Go Grocery factored all these things? If yes, how?
So we have actually,
Mm,
and it's one of um, the things we are trying to make better, or
mm,
that's where the impact actually comes in for
okay.
us.
Mm,
So identifying a farmer is easy,
yeah.
and helping a farmer make his farm better is easy, right?
Mm,
Because that knowledge is something that once the farmer has, or once you are available to give it, it solves that immediate problem.
yeah.
It's a knowledge deficit when
Yeah.
it comes to that. But when it comes to logistics, um, getting access to their farms, getting produce to be easily transported to the households, that is something that goes beyond software
Mm,
now, right? Um, Fortunately, our current iteration for the solution is banking on using a lot of um, the currently existing processes, right?
yeah.
Where a farmer in the north will typically send produce by bus to Accra.
Mm,
They would usually wait till they have a lot of order from a market person
mm,
and then bundle it all and then send it out. This allows the produce to actually go, some going waste before they are even shipped, right?
yeah.
But what we are trying to do is have a system where a bus that is traveling to, let's say, across side by side, let's say Volta region to the Western region,
Mm,
would typically pass through various areas before getting there.
mm,
But a user in the West might maybe want to chew tilapia from the Volta catch, right?
mm,
And that person would not know how tilapia would travel without going bad till it gets to them where they are. So what GoGrocery is intending to do, right, is this is currently a big problem where storage is not available,
yeah.
right? But if you are able to master the process and master the distribution points, right? The next thing to master will be having good storage at these distribution points.
Mm,
And it's a future logistics problem, but it's the main that we want to work on till we get there.
mm,
What we've done right now is use the same traditional method of sending the produce. If you need something that is typically um, very perishable, we find it close to you from a vendor that is around you, right? That's reducing the transportation and the logistics in between. But if you are very certain you want it from a certain place, we go through that extra effort of giving that packaging that would preserve it till it gets to you,
okay.
right? So the beauty here is because we have understood or we have learned how these transportations can happen, we go into teaching these farmers how to package it, present it to the customer. If it's a produce that is going to go into mass distribution, then the packaging is also different and the transportation is also different, right? So the things that change there becomes the negotiations that we have between the customer and the farmer.
Hmm.
And that's where the produce has positioned itself.
Okay.
So yeah.
Hmm. Um. Now we just want to go into change management. We have a lot of farmers that, excuse my language, but struggle to read and write. Okay.
It's not something to excuse, it's the truth.
I don't want anyone to come after me.
There's
Yes, they struggle to read and write. And now technology coming in, because even some literate people even struggle with technology. How were
mhm.
you able to? You have your documentation tells me you have 2,000 plus farmers on board. How were you able to get them on board? And how? I mean, I see that there's a lot of work that has gone into it. How has the change management been like?
So the problem is not um, learning to read and write,
Mm,
because we are only technology only gives us that chance to code in English,
mm,
right? But little by little, we are going beyond that.
mm,
Um, the problem is getting the people to actually accept that change in behavior,
mm,
right? So somebody could be illiterate, but know that I really want this to happen.
mm,
So I would go the extra mile
mm,
to learn. And it wouldn't be a reading learning. The same people that are unable to read and write are able to use mobile money, and the mobile money menu has never been in any language except
except
English,
English.
right?
Yeah,
So how are they able to use it? They follow patterns, they
yeah.
follow trainings. If you want to send money, dial one. They follow learnings that teach them those things. So that's what you would do for a typical what do you call them, like an artisanal farmer,
Yeah.
right? Someone in the village. But for a learned person, once it's in English, at least you have that confidence that they should be able to monitor or navigate the platform
Hmm.
by themselves. But even that, the use of technology requires some training, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Because the process, the handling of the software is all training like requiring. It requires people to be trained.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's it's not something that we would um, play with,
Yeah.
right?
Very important.
It's very important to us, whether the person is learned or not. We typically give tutorials as to how to use the platform. And if you feel you don't even have the time to use the platform, right? The platform is engineered in such a way that um, whatever you need to have done, an administrator is able to assume and perform the functions or the tasks on your behalf.
Okay.
So, constant communication with the farmers
Mm,
and getting those updates so
mm,
that the data is always correct
okay.
is one of those tasks that the administrator is supposed to do. Constant communication with certification bodies to make sure that the farmers and the produce are good or in good state is another thing that is always happening. And these things are not light; they are heavy tasks,
Yeah.
especially with numbers that go beyond one person being able to handle. So
Mm,
it becomes a bit of a burden on the team, but we trust God to
yeah.
get there. Yeah.
Okay. The most important question, I'm sure everyone here is curious. How do we get onto GoGrocery as farmers, as consumers? How do we interact with each other?
Okay. So the platform is built so that it has, based on your requirement for signing up, right?
Mm,
Or your user type, be able to profile you. So when you go there, you're able to either immediately start shopping as a consumer or you're able to register as a farmer. Once
mm,
you do your registration, we at the back end get alerts as to who has registered and we try and contact the person and take the person through, what to do, right?
mm,
This involves understanding the platform if you're a farmer, what it can do for you, how it can benefit you, and then how to load your products, the, level of your, even the products that are not ready, you can
yeah.
put them there, and then the state of those products, whether they are, new seeds that you've planted or whether they are animals that are, growing or they are pregnant.
Mm,
You're able to actually have a full data of your farm, right?
yeah.
As a farmer, you're able to put in even the expenses that you run on your farm over there so that you have a data that is
Oh,
typically associated with all that you do with farming.
I didn't see that part. I think I have to explore more.
You're also able to put in, like, get direct revenues that come on the platform, right?
Okay.
So supposing an illiterate farmer wants to get on board and calls our number and we are able to walk the person through and even create the platform or create the access for the person. And we load everything, including the sales that the person is doing. That
Okay.
illiterate farmer at the end of the day would have a full platform or a dashboard that has their entire expenses, their earnings, the revenues that they got, even the produce that they are yet to, um, harvest, right? All that becomes available to that farmer. And as a consumer, um, we are building more and more, um, experiences for the consumers, right? But as a consumer, when you go there, you're able to buy your produce and actually see, the, transactions that you run on the platform for now.
Mm, okay.
We are working on getting things like watching your diet as
Mm,
compared to, how the nutrients of what you order look like. The platform already has, an AI enabled
ah,
scan,
okay. Careful.
feature.
Because I was about to
Yeah.
ask you.
Sorry.
Alright.
Yeah. The platform has AI enabled, grocery list scan and search
Okay.
already available for consumers.
Okay.
We have a nutrition. There's a mobile app coming up
Okay.
very soon for consumers where it would tie into your, recipes and
Mm,
even get you what you want.
mm,
You can do a meal planner and then have, instead of ordering it, in singles, have a batched order that could
mm,
help you
okay.
manage your kitchen or your, pantry for some time. It's all features that we are writing and running, tests on.
Okay.
Hopefully, these come out as the next iteration.
Okay.
Um, so yeah, uh, there are more. We are in
Mm,
talks with, um, this, LLMs
yeah.
to figure out a way to connect to user specific data, right?
Yeah.
This is something like where you live, what you do, how
Mm,
your movements are. And once we have understanding of those information, we can easily use that to give recommendations on things that would better help your health,
Yeah.
things that would better help the food choices that you should make, things that will better help the menus that you should
Should
have in
eat.
your,
Yeah.
yeah, all that. Yes. It's not an easy job being,
Yeah.
but we
Doing
are
all
there.
this.
We are
Yeah.
getting there.
So my guess is there's a portion where you can also put in your health history as well to be able to guide consumers on what to consume and what not to consume as
So
well.
as it stands now, is more of your nutrition needs,
All
right?
right. Okay.
We've restricted it to just the nutrition
Look,
bit of.
I'm giving you free PM.
I know. I've written it down.
I'll come and charge you for it back door. Anyway, I think Reverend has left the call, but I'm curious. How big is your team?
Hmm. They will beat me, but we are a very small team. I
Wow.
overwhelm them. Yeah, our numbers are developers and PMs count
Mm.
up to four.
How many PMs do you have?
One.
One.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Hmm.
She's on the call.
Oh.
If is on the call, yeah.
Oh, Ifwa, you deserve a very big applause. I can relate.
Hi, thank you.
You've
I
done
take
a
you for
very
the entire team.
yes, yes, yes. You guys have done a very good job. Um, Congratulations on that.
Should I say thank you to you? Because um,
Yes, please. You do have to say thank you to her,
no, not to her. I mean to myself.
to yourself. Oh yes. I mean,
Oh, don't mind me. I'm just kidding.
I mean
They
that's
are really a good team.
yes,
It's
that's
easier when you have an effective team, and
yes,
that's what we have, right? It's
yes,
very easy
yes, yes,
getting these things done when you
yes,
have a very effective team,
yes,
and
yes,
there's no way I can ever leave them out of the story.
yeah, yes,
They are doing so well.
yes.
They take on challenges that are beyond them sometimes.
Hmm.
Sometimes I sit down, get a new
Idea.
feature, then they just die. Like, what is this
This
guy
guy.
thinking about? You know. But they make it work every time. They make it work.
So I
And
love the fact that it's not just about farmers, but there are different problems you're actually solving with Go Grocery, which I think you need to make more. I mean, more based on the documentation I received. It was based on
the
the
farmer,
farmer aspects, but
yeah,
you are also thinking about the consumer as well. You have the
yes,
consumer too at heart. That is like another nice thing I like about um Go Grocery, the application. So I just want to say thank you to the team. You guys are doing a very good job. I mean, I have three people in tech on the call that I know of here and they can relate with me. Jacob is actually my colleague from work. So we can relate. um okay, so my last question before the audience comes in. What has been the biggest lesson for you um when you decided to put tech and agriculture together? What has been the biggest lesson for you? If there was a reset button, what would you also do?
I don't think I'll hit a reset. I
Mm,
think every lesson has been good for us.
okay.
Every pain has been a learning for us.
Mm,
Um, the journey hasn't been easy. It's been long.
mm.
Starting the idea was 2014,
Wow.
and it's been years to materialize, a lot of distractions in between, right? But the lesson I have is it's never late to start. It's never too late to start. In 2014, it would have been a solution for just me,
Yeah.
right? But I see the impact now, and I see even better use case for it now.
Mm.
Immediately, we actually typically finished a solution around it. We are seeing different problems come up. Before, it was a lack when it comes to agriculture, but now it's an abundance that we cannot even consume, right?
Yeah.
And it's an exposure that has come up. We we always feel like the farmers are not there. Now the farmers are out, they are speaking
Yeah.
out,
Yeah.
and we are getting to know that the produce are rather what we are not getting access to.
Yeah.
Somewhere last year, was it last year? Yes. The Ministry of Agriculture did this, bringing the products to the ministry in Accra to
Mm.
sell off, and the thing sold off faster than they could imagine.
I think even this
This,
year, I think it was this
this,
CTFM
yeah,
also did that
CTFM
twice.
has been doing
Yes.
almost every 3 months, actually.
Wow.
They've been doing farmers markets or the agri fair,
Yeah.
and they keep selling out.
I can't
They
wait
did
for
in June.
GoGrocery's own too as well.
You had it. GoGrocery will typically be like an agri fair every day,
I tell you.
and and that's where I see this impact going. Right,
Mm.
part where we go beyond. Um, these things look like you're buying healthy food. You're buying food, and you get to understand that people are really interested in their health now, or interested in what they eat.
Yeah.
And you also see the aggression on the farmers' part, where they're interested in selling what they have.
Yes.
So my last words, I don't know. Maybe I'm just enthusiastic. I can't wait to see this
Yeah.
blow out.
Yeah.
Um, but now we count on everybody's support, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it goes to say that you are open to collaborations, you're open to
Yes,
investments, and you're open to all that.
definitely. Definitely. There's nothing we can do without collaboration. We're actually working with others and having conversations with others just to make sure that this is a product that goes beyond one person, right? If this even becomes something that is sustainable and is running as a culture for the people, it goes beyond personal pockets into public use, right? And
Yeah.
that's where we want to see this get to.
Great. Okay, so Jacob, your question was just right in time. Please, you can go ahead and ask your question.
Yeah, hello.
Hi.
Yeah, so yeah, hi Mark. Your
Jacob, can you do
summation
an
you
intro
gave.
of yourself?
You want a little
A
come on,
brief
Phil.
intro. This is a networking session as well, so just a
Yeah,
brief
yeah.
intro.
Okay, okay. I'm Jacob Bentu. Um I'm a de- I'm a what would I call myself? I'm a
He's a
developer.
he's a senior Oracle
Oh, calm
integrations.
down, calm down, calm down. I'm just a small boy. So I'm a developer. I'm a
You're
developer.
welcome, Jacob.
Yeah, yeah, thank you, thank you. And what actually caught my attention was the investment side.
Mm,
Hmm.
Was the investment side, and I can see you are doing, it's picking up. Your business is picking up. So
Hmm.
when it comes to the investment, how do we go about this?
So our plan for investment is in two forms, right?
Mm,
I'm exposing our business plan. So if anybody's here wants to steal it, don't worry. The purpose of this is to create impact.
yeah.
We have it where as a team, right?
Mark,
We
if you are
realize
not
that,
too comfortable,
oh, I'm good,
you
I'm good, I'm
can
good.
we can let Jacob text
No,
you
no,
after to see how.
I'm good.
Okay.
It's not. I don't gatekeep
Gatekeep.
information.
Okay, that's fine.
Yes, I allow people to explore.
Okay.
We are looking to work on two types of platforms, right? So the first bit of it is investments into the farms, right?
Mm.
Because that's where the major need is. And this we are looking to partner with. We're actually hoping to get conversations running with teams like the Grow for Me, the
Mm.
uh, other industry operators, right, who
Yeah.
are literally in the business of gaining investments
Mm.
for farmers.
Yeah.
And on the platform, the way we want to get it happen is have users onboard themselves as supporting of a particular um, sector or produce, right? Where if it's poultry, let's say you want to have your own 20 beds that you would take care of and have it typically associated with a particular farmer, right? So this is conceptual, and we're looking at it in the sense of these investments go straight to the farms because they need the funds. On our bits, we are looking at investment in terms of storage capacities and then warehousing, right? And that's the conversations we are going around seeking investments for, or let me say. But if you have ideas, if you have suggestions, we are open to it. We we don't gatekeep, and we also don't hold ourselves back from learning. So
Oh, okay. For ideas yet, I was also thinking about the investment and the return, the ROI.
okay,
I was also looking at that too. So just in case, let's say I want to invest into the your farm produce,
hmm
right? Like I wanted to know how things are will be
structured.
run,
Okay,
structured. Yes, exactly,
okay. So
exactly.
so
So,
for that bit, right? That's why
mm,
we are trying to tie those investments straight into the farm, right? Farmers have peculiar needs. Some might be an irrigation problem. Some might be a selling problem or harvesting problem, right? So if you identify the farm, or some might even be getting access to the seeds to sow, right? If you are investing into a farm, your investment will be geared towards a particular um, need of that farm, right? And then after having grown data that teaches us what um, harvests and revenue looks like for every farm, then we expose these farms into this type of investment, right? Where we would have an exact data structure that tells you that, okay, if we have 100 chickens, the sale of it is um, times five of the cost of um, preparing the chickens from day one to the day they are sold. And if it's times five of that, right, then your earning on your investment would also be, let's say, times two or times three. It's all conversations that would come up when that data becomes extremely clear. So, and it will be different per sector. It will be different for the chicken farmer. It will be different for the I want a name like a garden egg farmer, right?
I don't like garden eggs farm.
It's the way I saw beautiful white garden eggs. It has never left my head.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
okay, so as it is now, I think it's like you are all into farming and farming itself, like all kinds of farming.
Yeah, all types of farming.
Okay, okay. All right, sure. Because myself, I wouldn't like to go into farming, or but I would like to maybe put my money somewhere I know it to go.
Yeah, and that's the beauty. Once that data becomes clear, even for you to put your money in there, it would become data that you have um, backing with, or you have history for, right? You're not just going blindly. You know that okay, this farm, this industry, when I go in there and I put in 100 CDs, I'll typically make 500 CDs after 3 months, right? And I'm ready to keep my money in there, or I'm ready to wait, or go into a different sector. And these information, it's not something that we will keep private, right?
Mm,
The users would typically have that access to it. Somebody that I spoke to wants to typically do an investment, but not necessarily to get money back, but have
mm.
everyday produce sent to them to their house where they are not paying, right?
Oh, that's
And
nice. Yeah.
it's a very complicated thing. You have to find a way to make sure that at every cycle the person's value is being met, and the farmer is also getting their value there. And these are learnings that that's why we are here. Let me say it that way.
Yeah.
These are the learnings that we want to find out, and there are also people that want to also go into investment into things like the research bit of produce, right?
Yeah.
And if we get the right data, we can typically advise on those things.
Mm,
So this investment, is it that they kind of give money every month, or when it's needed, then you stick out to for your sponsors?
It's based on the user one. If you're a user who wants to typically support, right? This is you want to, let's say, venture into agriculture, but you don't want to own a farm. You want to have a piece of it, right? It can't be a one-time thing for you. It would always have to be whenever that produce is running. The farmer just becomes the caretaker for you. You get what I'm trying to say?
yeah.
If you want to go into the part where the farmer has it and you want to support the farmer and at the end of it earn something off that bit of it, then it's a different type of investment, right? And the last bit is, hey, me, I'm all profit minded. I just want to find a section here that's high risk, high reward. I need quick money, right? And maybe farming is where I want to bank my money. The data is what would allow us to get you those things. So when you're ready as a user, right? You can always call our lines. We'll talk through those things and direct you on which one will serve you better.
Mm,
Okay. So based on what you said, it's based on like based on when this product are needed. But I think there should also be um, provision for maybe every monthly payment, or as that when the user wants to pay. You
Sure.
understand? I don't know. Yeah, something like maybe for January the person wants to pay like 100 or 200 cedis. February wants to, monthly payment. The person wants to pay on a monthly basis, so
Mhm.
that the person doesn't know where if he will be financially ready when you need those when you need him to support or to send
Yeah,
money.
very true. Very true. I'll take that into consideration.
Yes.
mm. All right. I also, Mark, you are doing a very great job. And for the fact that you've
Thank
been
you.
able to think about all these other aspects, um, I think this has been like a very insightful conversation. Hi, Josh. Please, do you have any questions? Hello, Auntie Anita. Did you have any questions? Abdul,
Hello, good evening.
good evening.
Okay, so I joined a bit late, but
Mm,
this is very insightful and is worth encouraging, is worth participating. So maybe later I'll try and get more details about it so we can invest or something.
okay,
Because I didn't get it from the beginning. I joined a bit late because I was in another meeting.
okay,
But I'll try and get the details later.
okay. So
I don't have any
I can
question, but I
quickly
would like to
do like a
encourage you
summary
all.
for
Mhm.
you,
That's
and
fine. Thank
yes, okay. To show I'm a very good listener. Yes. Okay. So um, Go Grocery is like an online platform that is trying to link up consumers, that's end users like yourself, to farmers.
Mhm.
Okay, and also help farmers be able to sell their produce, because now there's a challenge that um, farmers are able to produce, no doubt about that. But now getting the right market, or getting the people to sell the produce to, and then at the end of the
Mhm.
harvest season, they lose um almost half of their produce. And so Go
Yeah.
Grocery is in to bridge that gap. And they have,
Okay.
yes, so right now they have an online platform which was launched on the Farmers Day. I'll share the link with you as well so that you can also have a look at that
Okay.
as well. Yes. And then now they are also open to investments, they are open to collaborations, they are open to new ideas that can help Go Grocery become a better brand as well. So that's like in essence a quick summary of what we
Great.
do.
I think it's a good catch up. That's good.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Mark, you should hire me as your marketing personnel.
Oh, you're already on the board, just like we haven't
Made
finalized.
it official. You've not made it official. All right. Thank you.
All right. Yeah. So I'll send you the link, and then maybe if you have more questions, I'll be here to
All right.
answer.
Thank you. I'd like to chip in. When
Okay.
you mentioned transporting the tilapia, and that some people don't even know that transporting from one place to another it can go bad and all.
Yeah.
I had an opportunity to attend a program on Legon campus where they were using dry ice and they were trying to educate us that dry ice is a better option and because regular ice melts and
Yes.
becomes liquid, but the
Yeah.
dry ice evaporates and it keeps the fish longer
Yes.
and all that, though it's more expensive. But I mean, we are
Yeah.
thinking about quality and you want to eat something that will be more you want to eat food that will be medicine to you
Yeah.
Yes.
instead of you eating bad food and then go buy medicine later.
Yeah.
So I like that point. I didn't join early, but when I heard that, I was like, oh, great, great, great. All right, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you too. Uncle Josh.
Yeah, I'm here.
Yes.
Okay, I
In
don't
case I
have
couldn't
question
join.
though, but
Yeah.
I want to commend Mark and his team because as the presentation goes on, I keep asking myself how he's been able to put together, it's like the supply chain,
Yeah.
the farmers, the consumers, and across borders. It's to me, it's not an easy task.
Yeah.
So I wish them all the best.
Thank you.
We'll join, but we'll join as consumers. I like food.
I like food too.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank
It's
you.
it's it's a very
Okay.
good
So
opportunity for us, those of us selling
yeah,
food.
well done, well done. You've done very well.
Thank you, sir.
Great. Mm.
Okay, so Mark, please make I don't know the suggestion I gave to work well for me if I'm to come on board to invest the monthly payment.
Sure.
Yeah.
I'll actually
Yes.
put it down and
Okay. Sure.
we'll
Mark,
start working on stuff like that.
All right. Sure.
he's come
Thank
to
you.
put
So
all
let's see
the
what can I do for you.
he's come to put all the oracle money in GoGrocery.
Bring it. The farmers need it.
Anyway,
Mm.
if there are no more questions, we'd love to end the session here. Mark, any final words from you?
It's been a pleasure being here. I'm so grateful for the opportunity to talk. I always run away from it, like you
Mm,
know, but this month has already started as a month I can't run away from. So
yeah,
um, I'm I'm grateful to be here.
yeah,
I'm grateful to have this kind audience, and I'm hopeful for the future.
yes,
I'm definitely sure we'll all work together
yes,
one day very soon.
yes, 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 yes. Um, I'm very, I don't know the word to use, but I'm excited about this initiative, and I don't know how you are doing it. I promise you, this is really by the grace of God. I really don't know how you are doing this because this is a lot, and even for your team as well. But um, so far as God put that idea in your heart, He's going to give you the power to do it. That is the resources, the money, everything, the human resource in all that to for us to see. I want to see Go Grocery in the next 5 years, one of the biggest brands in the agricultural space, and we are all here to look forward to make that happen. And so I'm excited to see what you've started, and I know that this is not the end. So thank you for coming, for finally coming on Noteworthy Days. And I'm truly grateful. The team is truly grateful. I think today, unfortunately, I'm the only one here, but the team is truly grateful. And we're also looking at scaling up as well. So we are hoping that we can collaborate more uh, to make this a success. So thank you for joining. Thank you everyone for joining. I think there are a lot of people that have popped off because of the time, but it's always lovely to have you guys join every month when we do this. It keeps us going, keeps us encouraged. So we want to say thank you for joining us, and we look forward to seeing you next month. Mark, we want to have you again. We want to have you come on sometime again to give us a progress update on what has been done from
I
where
hear.
you've been.
I'll book you in.
Yeah,
I'll book you in.
great. All right.
You want me to talk, so I'll talk.
Yes, you have to talk.
So
CEO has to talk.
we'll
If you don't
find a
sell
way.
the vision, who will sell,
I'm the
who will sell
CEO
it for
that
you?
hides.
He said,
I'm the CEO that hides, right?
no, 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 it's not supposed to be so. You have to talk. We will
I
have that
hear.
conversation back door.
All right.
Okay. Thank you, everyone. Have a
Thank you.
lovely
Thank you so much.
evening. Bye.
Bye.